Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Super Meat Boy. I'm Mr. Devious, or just Deeb.
And I'm VGMKoren.
Not forgetting your name this time.
Not this time. I learned it.
Yeah, better that you learn your name. Today we're doing the Dark Hospital.
That just makes it worse.
It was already spooky to begin with.
Now it's all on fire. I mean, I don't like going to hospitals in general, but I really don't like going to hospitals that are on fire.
There's also this really gross, musty wind blowing through in the foreground that we don't really see much in the game.
Yeah. Where's it coming from?
I'm not sure. Also,
oh, hey! Bandage girl's on the wall.
Yeah, she's probably sticking to it because she's bandages.
That makes sense. That is actually fairly logical.
Yes. I remember saying in the second episode of the LP that Bandage Girl is made of medical waste, and it confused me because, as we can see, medical waste kills Meat Boy. And I complained that, isn't she made of medical waste? Shouldn't she kill Meat Boy? Well, with the collector's edition of the game that is retail, you get a little booklet that mentions she's made of clean bandages and stuff, no gross ones.
So does she just keep replacing her bandages as they get gross?
Does
she grow new bandages?
Well, are bandages really gross if all they're sticking to is each other?
And I feel like we're ignoring the elephant in the room, which is syringe lasers.
Yes.
I mean, look at those.
Well, it gets the needles where they need to be. In your arm.
Oh, God.
Cannon-propelled syringes.
Well, we already have cannon-propelled saw blades.
Yeah, saw blades.
Also, this is a classy level.
Oh, the Dark Hospital is absolutely full of silhouette levels.
That's pretty great.
Well, I call them silhouette levels, and I guess that's what they are, but monochromatic probably works better, even though they're not all monochrome.
So, it doesn't work better.
I guess not. Oh, the fans.
Oh, I hated this level. It took me forever to actually get past it on my first try. And it took me forever to get that bandage. I'm glad that we, just blew by that in 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not sorry.
You should be.
I've always had trouble manipulating these fans. See?
Oh, yeah, I saw.
I've always had trouble manipulating the fans in Super Meat Boy. Anything that has to do with physics manipulation in this game is kind of...
off?
It's a little off. This and the gravity boost. Gravity machines in Rapture. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. I remember those.
I'm not sure what they're actually called. There's a lot of things in this game have official names that aren't really clear, unless you have the little bonus manual.
Yeah, which only comes with the special edition of the game, which was actually retail, right?
It was retail. I actually owned this game on Steam first, but when I saw it at my local store in a bargain bin for $7, I was like, I can't let this go to waste.
Don't you also own it on your Xbox?
Yes, I do.
So you own this game 3 times?
3 times.
How many times have you beaten this game?
This would be the 4th time. 3rd time 100%ing it.
Well, I guess you got your money's worth out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And Warp Zone. First Warp Zone at Dark World Hospital.
Dark Worlds only have 1 Warp Zone each, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that I didn't know.
Yeah, it's actually probably for the best. It makes these videos a little shorter.
That's fair.
Uh-huh.
Aside from the dying.
Slightly. Well, the dying is kind of a stipulation in playing Super Meat Boy.
That's true.
You have to sign a waiver and everything.
That'd be great if you actually had to sign a waiver for a game. Actually, now that I think about it, you have to do that with MMOs, so ignore me.
Yep, except those aren't, they're not waivers for anything fun.
Yeah, they're not. They're not like, yeah, you're gonna die if you play this game, woo!
Yeah, it'll be that exhilarating and you're gonna die.
It just isn't that fun.
I'm afraid not. This is also like one of the very few Atari warp zones in the game. They're surprisingly scarce when they're not character unlock warp zones.
Yeah, but they have a certain nice aesthetic to them.
I like them. I think they work. Also, Rapture doesn't have an Atari warp zone.
Huh.
Like, usually it goes that every world has each warp zone type. A Game Boy warp zone, a Nintendo warp zone, an Atari warp zone, and then it usually doubles up on one of them.
That makes sense to me.
And I do believe that Rapture has 3 Nintendo warp zones, 1 Game Boy warp zone, but no Atari warp zone.
Huh.
It's weird.
That is weird. However, I do like the fact that the game pays tribute to so many old systems.
Oh, for sure. 1977. What is the significance of that year?
I should know that, but I don't.
Maybe it has something to do with the... When was the Atari released?
Are you thinking of the Atari crash?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Because that was already referenced once in this game with the ET-themed warp zone called Cartridge Dump.
Oh, everyone loves the story of the cartridge dump.
Yep, which I talked about, but just as a reminder, it's basically the rumor that there were ET cartridges dumped in a landfill because of... Was it poor sales or poor reception or both?
It was poor sales, poor reception, and overstock.
Overstock.
I think that actually happened, though I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
It's kind of a hard thing to verify, and I'm going to quote you on it.
Oh, but then the internet will know I'm wrong, and as you know, nothing is worse than being wrong on the internet.
They will never let you let it go. Also, that bandage in this level was kind of tricky to find. I don't know if you noticed it.
I kind of did.
Because it was black, like the rest of the level.
Yeah. That's one problem of being so classy. 2
silhouette levels in a row, too, are also pretty nice.
It is. It has a very nice aesthetic to it, like I said. Except the last time I said that, I didn't mutilate the word.
I hate little sections like those down below. I think I'm going to die again, but you can see where you just have to wait for those things to pass by.
Right.
They're not, like, right here. And there's another bandage in this level that I didn't notice for the longest time until I looked it up. And then I died trying to get it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, you'll get it this time, right?
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
Oh.
And then the clots blend into. That's what I call them.
You mean the blobbies?
Yeah, the blobbies.
Yay, blobbies.
The clotties.
So, one thing I have always been curious about, I know you have to get A+ in every Light World level to get the best ending of the game, but do you have to get A+ in every Dark World level?
No, you just need to beat them.
That's good to know.
So, yeah, in order to unlock the final boss of the game, you have to beat about 85 Dark World levels. Just beat them. The A+ is just for bragging rights.
Well, this game is all about bragging rights, so that's fair.
That's true. That's very, very true. And I mean, if you want to get some of the achievements, there are speed achievements in the game that are hidden if you get a total time in each world under a certain amount, and the Dark World times contribute to that, and obviously A+ are better for your total.
Of course.
They give you a good frame of reference.
And this is another very nice silhouette level, though we've seen the purple theme here before.
Oh, and its name. Yeah, we've seen a lot of purple in this world, which I'm fine with. I like purple. I do.
So do I.
It's very nice.
It's a good color.
Also, this level is called Grape Soda, and it makes me thirsty, and I hate that clot on that wall.
Aw, he just wants to hug you with his death.
Death isn't really a good hugging tool, though.
Aw.
And there's nothing you can do or say to change that.
I'm sorry.
There's a nice little shortcut up there. I like that one.
The game actually has quite a few of those, if I remember correctly.
I like it when the game offers you alternative options, and there are so many clots up here. How will we ever get around them?
Well, that was simple.
I think this level was meant to be harder than it actually is.
Not all Dark World levels are created equal, as you can see.
Not all Super Meat Boy levels are created equal at all. I think there are breather levels in between the harder ones.
I think you've mentioned that before, but yes, it still holds true.
That might have been during one of our failed recordings for this episode.
Oh yes, for everyone who isn't us and doesn't know, this is the 8th or 9th attempt that we've had at recording this.
One of them
Go ahead.
One of them we actually got all the way through to the end, and it turned out it wasn't recording at all.
Exactly. So the spookiest thing about this whole world has been the fact that we just haven't been able to record it.
Must be haunted. Ooh. I hate this level with it has fans and single blocks to land on.
And keys.
And Run Man.
And Run Man. He looks very happy.
He is very happy. In fact, he might be a substance abuser, based on his description.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. This is Run Man from Run Man, another indie game, because Super Meat Boy loves indie game references.
I'm going to guess that he runs?
He runs. He is the fastest character in the game, bar none.
I can see that.
His default running speed, I think, is Super Meat Boy's running speed, like his run speed, and his running speed is insanely fast. You can tell he's running when he has that little red trail behind him.
That seems right, yeah.
The downside is that he can't jump as high as Meat Boy, and he also is a lot harder to control. He's a lot more slippery.
Well, that has to do with, having to go fast.
Having to go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Like, even whenever I play Sonic games, I always have trouble with the controls for some reason because of how fast he is.
Whenever I play Sonic games, I tend to die a lot more than I need to because I just try and go as fast as I possibly can before I even know the level.
Yeah, the game encourages you, well, the Sonic games encourage you to learn the level layout first.
There you go. Words are good.
Yay. But Super Meat Boy just kind of encourages you to throw yourself at the level until you learn it.
Throw yourself at the spikes. It'll be fine after 4 or 5 times.
Throw yourself at the blades. It's fun with Run Man in this level, just dive through the saw blades as quickly as you can.
It looks like a lot of fun, and once again, classy level.
Oh,
now,
I love the black on white.
Black on white is definitely the classiest. You feel like you should be wearing a suit to play this level.
And maybe a beret.
Yes, definitely a beret.
Anyway, you were saying?
I have no idea. Floaty blobbies!
Yep, floaty blobbies. Also known as, what did I call them?
I don't remember.
I called them ulcers, but their official name are beatuses.
I prefer floaty blobby.
Of course you do. And I hate this level.
Oh, 1 death right off the bat. 2.
Yep, just to go flying right into a beatus, a floaty blobby.
Floaty blobby.
I like the lighting effect that happens when you open up that fan.
It's a nice effect.
But as you can see, the objective here is to run to both sides of the map and get the keys. What I hate about this level is it kind of makes you, stand around.
It does. Though it seems like Run Man would be the perfect character for this level.
He's pretty good about getting under the clots before they, kill him.
Yeah.
Look at him fly. I love how he spins when he flies.
He is kind of adorable.
He's pretty hilarious. His game is pretty good, too. Really hard, though.
You have died a lot on this level.
Oh, yeah, I died a lot. I hate this level. Because it's not only... There's a lot of deaths because of fans, it's also long. Like, you can see the timer up in the top left. It generally takes me about 30 seconds to get to this point, where I have to get to the end.
And with the floaty blobbies and the fans, it's just hard to do.
And... in my mental space, the floaty blobbies, and now I'm calling them floaty blobbies.
Yay!
They just kind of become white noise to me, and I don't really notice them.
Well, that's unfortunate since they kill you.
Exactly. I mean, it's not good.
No.
Insurance with a question mark. I don't get most of the naming in this game for stages.
I assume that they're references, and then I pretend to know them so I'll seem cooler for the internet.
I like to think that most of them have meanings. Oh, that bandage looks hard to get, but with Run Man, you can just kind of swoop in and then swoop back to the left. Or you could use a double jumper.
Most bandages seem like they would be easier to get with an alternative character.
Oh, a lot of them are, and there are a couple that I think are impossible to get without an alternate character, especially the ones that are just hovering over a pit of death. And you have to drop to get them, and then jump back up. Yeah, Run Man's game is really weird. There's 50s music playing the whole time. The whole game plays as though it was drawn with crayons. I mean, it looks like that. It's super weird, but it's actually really fun. Like, it's not that hard to finish the levels, but it's a speed game, so it's all about getting the best time you can.
Right.
I mean, I just beat it for the sake of beating it because I didn't really feel the motivation to gold rank the levels, because they were pretty hard to gold rank.
Mm-hmm.
They're longer than the levels in this game, and there's a lot more to worry about, like more gimmicks.
Right.
And enemies and things.
Still sounds like a fun game.
It is. I would recommend checking it out.
Hey, free plugs!
Free plugs. And the game kind of freezes for a moment, and I fly off into the abyss.
Well, that happens.
One of the most fun things about playing as Run Man in Super Meat Boy is seeing if you can outrun timers on things, like these lasers.
Right.
This is like one of the perfect worlds to unlock him in, because there are a lot of running stretches.
Yeah, it seems like this world would benefit from him, where later levels such as Hell or Rapture wouldn't be so good.
Not really, because those are a lot slower paced and force you to take your time.
Right.
In navigation and moving between... See, look at all the Runmans on this level.
Oh my, that's a lot of Runmen.
He's also good for this world because he's a bright yellow against a dark background.
Yes, definitely so.
He contrasts with everything, and I make a mistake in a later world when I unlock a different character. I think it's actually the next world.
Well, then we'll have to wait and see for that.
We'll have to wait and see. This level is also extremely easy.
Well, you did die on it a few times.
Shoosh!
Okay.
Get out of here, meat girl. Bandage girl.
Meat girl? That doesn't sound pleasant.
No. I mean, unless that's your thing, I guess.
Let's not talk about it.
Let's not.
This looks like it should be playing a Mission Impossible theme while you're playing it.
I'm not gonna hum that theme.
I could.
You could.
I won't.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is basically the same as the Light World version of this level, just the lasers are on a faster timer.
Right.
And there's no secret bandage in the middle with a secret path.
Well, that's kind of a nice thing. That bandage took me a while to figure out.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you want the A+ on this level, it comes down to like the split second. And I didn't get it on this go, but I go back and get all the A+s just for fun. We're not going to be watching that, though, because I didn't record it.
Well, that's fair enough, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another classy level that looks very similar to a level we just beat, actually.
Yeah, except we're going up instead of down.
Yes.
This seems like it would be the Dark World alteration for that level, if we weren't already in the Dark World.
Yeah, it would.
And redundant keys.
Redundant keys are great. And you even have to go get the redundant one anyways.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's hard to tell because of the silhouette, but the ceiling under the keys where the laser's shooting up into, that's needles.
Oh, that's... I didn't notice that.
So if you jump into them, you basically explode.
Well, that's what happens when you get hit by needles, children.
Mm-hmm.
You explode.
And that's just how the way the world works. Sorry.
Yep.
And thus we come to the final level in Dark World Hospital, Solemnity.
The final levels always seem to have some kind of thought-provoking name.
Mm-hmm. They're also really long, usually.
They tend to test what you've been doing throughout the entire world.
Mm-hmm. What I like what they did with this level is that in the Light World version of this level, it's Dawnbreaker, and the sun is just breaking over a world that's been consistently night.
Right.
But this is like dead of night.
It is. And that's a nice touch.
It's a very nice touch, which is nice because the Dark World worlds usually don't really take advantage of the fact that they're, well, Dark World.
Right.
Which I know can be kind of hard when the level's already spooky. Or in the case of Hell, already Hell.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how Hell could be more Hell.
More demons.
Oh.
I guess.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, so... Only 2 Runmen, I think.
Only 2.
So this was, as you can see, the Dark World Hospital. I think that went pretty well. It's going to get a lot harder starting in the next world. A lot.
I look forward to seeing you die.
I know you do. See you in the next one.
See you next time.